Shalom, I'm Rabbi Michael Panitz. I'm the Rabbi of Temple Israel of Norfolk, Virginia, speaking to you from the pulpit of our synagogue. My message at this time is entitled Cherchez la Feline, some French words, search for the cat. Did you know that International Cat Day is coming up? Since 2002, it has been celebrated on August 8th. Perfect timing for the commentary I would like to share on the latest bit of nonsense coming out of our American political theater. Hearing the recent slam about cat owners from our ever cruder political noisemakers, I was reminded of 2 points. The first is, of course, our rabbinic treasury of statements about the cat. And as for the second, I will share that at the conclusion of this message. Judaism is about learning from both of God's books. The good book that comprises the library of religiously revealed wisdom, and also the book of nature. Since we hail God as creator, we look to the natural world for its own testimonials to the author of all. What moral quality do we learn from the cat? Rabbi Yochanan observed that the cat is fastidious in hiding its waste. From observing the cat, we can and ought to learn modesty. Not that cats are paragons of peacefulness. On the contrary, they are obligate carnivores. The shunra, the cat, is the animal that devoured the gadya, the kid, in the Passover table song. One must respect the fearful symmetry of the well-tuned hunting machine that is the cat. Rabbi Elazar, one of the founding fathers of Rabbinic Judaism, explained the cat's lack of deference to its human companions as a reflection of that self-sufficiency in hunting. The dog recognizes its master, whereas the cat does not, according to Rabbi Elazar, because of the nature of its diet. Modern biologists corroborate this empirical observation. The dog descends from the wolf, which preyed in packs upon large animals. Hence, the dog's brain is evolved in the direction of social intelligence. The cat, subsisting upon prey small enough to be caught by the individual predator, has not required the neurological investment of brain capacity for that purpose. Even so, cats have coexisted with humans since the dawn of agriculture. From the feline perspective, people storing grain are attracting rodents, essentially creating a buffet bar for cats. The relationship turned out to be symbiotic because cats preying on mice assisted the human goal of keeping the grain from being eaten by rodents. Perhaps that was the origin of the Egyptian veneration of the cat. In Yiddish folklore, there is a positive appreciation of cats, more so than of dogs, no doubt for the historical reasons that the enemies of the Jews often trained their attack dogs upon us. One of the recurring sentences in the Duolingo Yiddish tutorial that I am learning is the following: Zennen euch unsere Cats gewesen in Mitzrayim? Were our cats also in Egypt? This is an unconscious acknowledgement that in the Jewish folk imagination, our cats have been our companions since time out of mind. The rabbis identified another positive consequence of having cats around. They protect their humans' habitations not only from mice, but also from snakes. Quote, Rav Papa said, with regard to a house in which there is a cat, a person should not enter there barefoot. What is the reason? Because the cat might kill a snake and eat it, and the snake has small bones, and if a small bone gets into one's foot, it cannot be removed, and he will be in danger. Some say that Rav Papa said this: with regard to a house in which there is no cat, a person should not enter there in the dark. What is the reason? Since there is no cat to hunt snakes. One of the most fanciful moral lessons taken from observing cats is found in the Perek Shirah, the Song of Nature. This is an anonymous work of uncertain provenance, but probably from the Middle Ages, because it is first mentioned in Hebrew literature in the 10th century. In this work, every species of animal and plant recites a unique biblical verse. The verse assigned to the cat is the book of Obadiah, Obadiah chapter 1, verse 14. Quote, "If you rise up like a vulture and place your nest among the stars, from there I shall bring you down." The message is that even the high and mighty, the ones who are legends in their own eyes, are not beyond the reach of the claws of the determined cat. It will scale any height to bring down its prey. In our day, where boastfulness and swagger overwhelm civilized virtues and threaten to drown out the quiet sound of competence, the warning against arrogance placed into the mouth of the cat seems most appropriate. And that brings me to the second cultural reference triggered in my mind by the recent attack upon cat owners. Although, as the joke goes, only dogs have owners, cats have staff. So perhaps I should say the attack was upon cat fanciers. They vote, you know. And hence, the last word for today goes to the great English poet, Alexander Pope. In his first great poem, an essay on criticism from 1711, Pope coined one of the most pithy lines ever framed in English. Quote, "Fools rush in where angels fear to tread." In the coming weeks and months, may we have less folly and more angels. Amen.